Welcome back, adventurers. Make sure you subscribe. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a review and preview of Epic. I am releasing it today because Epic is officially open at Universal Studios. So we stayed at Stella Nova, which is across the street from Epic. So it's about maybe I would say 7-minute walk. So we decided to walk. There's the hotel. And you can go back in my videos to check out the hotel to see if you are interested. So we walked across the street to the park. And as you can see, we're going in. And because we stayed at Stella Nova, we get in an hour early, and as you can see, the line is long. Sorry for going back and forwards. I was just trying to hurry up and get in line, so I was a little shaky. Here, we finally got to the front of Epic, and Gary and I took pictures. Look at it. It is amazing. This is a beautiful, beautiful layout, beautiful park. Everything is well detailed. It really, really takes you to another world. So this is like the portal hole that you're going into to really take you to this next level of being submerged into this adventure. So this is Celestial Park area here that we're looking at. Beautiful. If you look straight back, that is Helos Hotel, and that's actually inside of the park. But if you just look around, it is very beautiful. You can go either to left or to the right to start your adventure to the other universes. We decided to go to the right. So you go through, I guess you could say like these little pavilion area here. And again, the detail is beautiful. So here we are walking to our first universe, which is Super Mario. As you know, I did do Super Mario World in California because that's where it is at Universal Studios. They have the Mario Kart in California, but we finally got the Mario Kart here, as well as Yoshi and Donkey Kong. So if you do stay at the hotel, again, you get to have the entrance in early. So here we are. So again, this is kind of like the one in California. The only difference is you don't go through the portal, but you do have that walk through green area that you see here. Again, if you want to see that California trip, you can go back in my videos and kind of compare the two. But they really did it up here in Florida, because the other one you just walk through. This, you have to go up an escalator. And as you can see, the lights is like really transforming you to make you feel like you're going into the Super Mario world. You go into the castle area here, like you would see in the games. And then voila, you are like in it to win it. Like you can't even tell if the sky is fake or real. So it is 2 levels to this. So this is the main level that you come into. And then you have an option of going downstairs. So on this main level is where Mario Kart Bowser is at. And so here is just a picture again to show the second level, and just picture going down showing the second level. We did get on Mario Kart Bowser, and here I am now on the second floor. Here's the Toadstool Cafe. And here's like a little picture of the menu, and here's the inside of the cafe. It's really set up cute. Everything is like a mushroom feel and style. Here we are about to get on Super Mario Kart with Bowser, and look, the kids are excited. So I'm excited. My husband, that was his first time to get on it. Now we're about to get on Yoshi Adventure, which just is a very kid-friendly ride. Here you're walking through the line, so you really are getting the feel. Here's a picture of us first getting inside of Yoshi, and you kind of interact with it. They have like 3 little egg buttons, and you push it when it lights up. And so it's just a cute ride to do with your kids and with your family. It's slow. It's no bumps, humps, or drops or anything like that. So it's really, really nice. And here's some more. Then you come out of there and you kind of go around the corner, and then you can enter into Donkey Kong Country. And even with going through this porthole here, it emerges you because even the music changes. So you go from Mario, now you're going into Donkey Kong, the banging of the bongos and the congos and stuff. So it gives you a different feel. Look, even how they switch over to like a cave feel from having the blocks, and we're still entering. So again, Universal Epic really makes you feel like you have transformed into these universes. So here is one of the rides that they only have back there, which is the Donkey Kong Mine Racer Madness. So here it is. Now, just to let you know, if you do have the Express Pass right now, it does not work on that ride. Here's a picture of the Bubbly Barrel, which I did get this Donkey Kong Crushed Float. Look at this. I mean, caramel, Heath bar, pineapple soda at the bottom, and a cone crust. Oh, yeah, and Gary had a twin. Here's some drums that you can beat on, and it's interactive, and like a little puppet pops out. After we left that world, you do have some places here where you can buy merchandise. Now we're going to enter into Dark Universe. Dark Universe has 2 rides there: Curse of the Werewolf, which was closed at the time, and then the Monster Unchained. Here is the Monster Makeup. So it's like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, but this time Universal does it where you're actually becoming a monster. And here's the Monster Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment. So before you get on the ride, you first have, like, you know how they talk and stuff. So you have these animatronic people like talking to you to explain and set you up for what the ride is going to be. Here's Frankenstein, and they're talking about Dracula right now. I don't want to give you too much because I still want you to enjoy it. So I give little details throughout the video, just kind of give you that note, because I do want you guys to enjoy it and have some surprise here. So we end up leaving out. We're back into Celestial Park. Here's Halo, and then they have a water pond area, which they do shows here. So definitely check the shows out. They run, I think it is every hour. On the hour, or every hour 30 minutes. I think Gary was trying to time it for us, but we were missing it, and sometimes we were getting it. But as you go later in the day, you can see little lights, and it really becomes a very beautiful water and light show. So yeah, this is just a little preview of it. Again, at this point, I was still amazed with this park thus far. Mind you, Curse of the Werewolf was not open, but I was still enjoying myself, even though that was one of the roller coasters that I did want to get on in Dark Universe. But it's okay. I didn't mind. Then we decided to move on to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. They only had one ride. And of course that ride was not open, and y'all know I'm a Harry Potter fan, and that's Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. But again, you go through the portal. It takes you into the Wizarding World. So this is a set background of France. So as you know, when they do the whole Ministry of Magic, that's like in the France area. So you're getting that feel of like if you're on a street somewhere in France enjoying yourself. So here you can see we just kind of walked around a little bit when we came in, and I think my husband really enjoyed Sidebar. This was a early birthday gift for him, and so yeah, I think he liked it. In the middle there, you will see this is where they hold the show, and they had the Les Cirques Arcanus. And so we end up going to the show a little later, which I will show the entry of that. But yeah, as you can see, it really pops you into making you feel like you're somewhere in France if you've never been. Then we went to Cafe Layer here, and they had food and different type of beverages, and the crepes they said are amazing. I did not get to try them, but I did try the lavender lemonade, because let me tell you something, I love something with lavender in it, and there it is. It was amazing. And here's some more pictures, just still pictures of some of the buildings that's there. And of course, if you have your wand, you can do different magic at different stands. Here's where you have the ride. for the Harry Potter and the battle at the Ministry. Of course, the ride itself wasn't open, but the stand line is amazing, you guys. It is, first of all, it's a lot. It is like 15 different rooms that you have to go to just to get to this one ride. So I will be returning to get onto the ride. But again, not only did you go through the main portal, but you go through a different portal to take you really into the Ministry of Magic. So you go through here, and girl, let me tell you, it blinds you when you're going through that smoke. But when I went through it, oh my God, just take a look. Now, if you are a Harry Potter fan, or if you watch Fantastic Beasts, you know what the setup is. So you literally are living, you literally are in what it would be like if this was a real deal thing. Like Universal, y'all did y'all thing. Like, y'all put the money into this. Like, y'all did that. Okay? You did it. I mean, it was like I felt like I was really a part of this world, the Wizarding world. You couldn't tell me I wasn't. I mean, I think at one point I was putting on like a British accent like them. But of course my husband was like, what? Because I mean, he doesn't really know too much about Harry Potter. And at this point, I think he thought just because we got this far, we were actually like going to get on the ride. But yeah, I didn't pop his bubble or anything yet because I really wanted to get through this. And I knew if he knew that we wasn't really going to get on the ride, I think he would be like, girl, come on, let's go. But I was really pressed about going through here. And when I say we went through the whole stand line process, like if you're in any of the Epic groups, people are taking pictures when they were doing a preview to see how much further they were from the ride. But this is just the beginning portion, okay? But look at this thing. Look at it. This is crazy. So then this is like the second room that you go into. And so we're walking through, and I mean, when I say interactive, the sounds, it sounds like it's like a goblet or something behind these desks typing, or somebody should be like, it's very interactive. The sounds, like all of that. I mean, I was amazed. I was on cloud nine. And now we're about to go into like the third room. And this is where it got real crazy because it was like a line that you had to wait in. And Gary, once he realized at this point, like, oh, we're not getting on the ride, he was like, then what is the line for? Why are we waiting? But that was because everybody was taking everything in, taking it all in. And they did have a sign for single riders, but I didn't see anything for Express Pass. So I know definitely when they open up, and I don't know if you're seeing this on the 22nd or if you're seeing it on the 21st, but when they open up, I guarantee you they're probably not going to do Express Pass for this either. So you're going to have to really do single, or you're going to have to wait it out and enjoy. But this is like room number 6 right here. When I say, and you see it's a line, when I say interactive, look at the pictures, they're moving. And you really have to be like a Harry Potter fan or a Fantastic Beasts franchise fan to kind of understand who these people are and what's going on. I didn't go like post all of the rooms because again, I want you guys to have some type of excitement, some type of surprise here and there. But I mean, look at this. Even like the lockers had initials on it as if it was like they're real lockers and you got like a pass to come in for one day to explore. I mean, this is amazing. Amazing. Like every detail from the movie they brought to life. And you could hear things moving around here and stuff. And like, I mean, come on. Universal, you did your thing with this. You did your thing. You provided it. If it was an award for artistry and really making you feel like you're a part of a universe or a world, Universal gets it. For sure, especially when it comes down to Harry Potter. So finally we get out and we're back in that main room, and I just took some, show some pictures, and then you leave back out the same way that you came. Well, not the same way you came, but the same style as far as leaving out of there to go back now into France. And here is the show that we went to, which was the like a circus Soleil type thing, and it's based upon the franchise of Fantastic Beasts. So if you do or have not, kind of catch up on that a little bit, so that you can understand the story. The show is not long. I mean, not long at all, but it gets filled very fast, and you can use your express pass here. So we got to use our express pass here. So that was really, really good. You can't film once you get inside of the theater, even though I did see some friends who are doing that, but you aren't supposed to. But here it's like a tent feel. So like back in the day, tent circus. Once we finished that, we did leave this universe. So you kind of see what it looks like as we're leaving out. Now we're going to move over to How to Train Your Dragon, Isles of Berk, which they have 3 rides here. Which was the Fire Drill, Dragon Racer Rally, and Hiccup Wing Glider. Again, I'm showing a little bit. My husband does have a video, and if you do want to see the video of us getting soaking wet on one of the rides, which I'll explain a little bit more in a few moments, just leave a comment down below. I mean, because, yeah, we got set up. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But even with this, again, Universal made us feel like we were living a Viking life. Do you hear me? And not just that, just to let you know that in every universe, these people, as far as when I say these people, the workers, they are talking as if they are from that time or from that world. So be prepared for that. Like, I loved it. So it was really, really cool. I liked it. I enjoyed myself. But again, I'm just walking around here. So it's like a big circle. It's like a circle. So you can go to the left or the right. And here's a little snippet right there. If you see those tracks, that is of Hiccup's Wing Gliders. And so again, you have your dragons, and you see me pointing at it while my husband's videotaping it. They have restaurants. Again, that bar there is a part of Hiccup's Wing Glider, which is a cute family roller coaster. It does have a little dip here and there, but it's definitely kid friendly. Here is a picture that they have of the actual wing glider. So here's a picture of the Fire Drill ride. Again, it's a water ride, you guys, so be prepared. Yeah, and here's a picture of me soaking wet. You can see my shirt. But yeah, good times were definitely had. Here's my husband. He went on the Dragon Racer Rally, which you actually are like controlling the wings of the dragon, which are sitting really in the seat. And as you can see, he's up in the air. He is, and I don't know if you saw kind of right there, he's like making the wings go up, down. You can turn in circles and stuff. So yeah, it's really, really cool. I didn't get on that. I was getting a little tired, I ain't gonna lie, and I was feeling a little dizzy because previously before that we did get on the Stardust Racer, which is like the 2 big roller coasters. That's that yellow one that he just passed, that's in Celestial Park. We had got on that, and I was still feeling a little dizzy because that ride is a beast. I'm not going to show anything on that at all because I want you guys to be surprised and do it on your own. I don't want any type of video to make you feel like you can't do it. But you see my husband right here. He is flying a dragon. He is training, literally, the dragon. And now he is back. And here is, they actually have a playground area here, which was not open. Because again, this is just previewing the park. So some rides were not open. Some things were not open. But this is really, really nice. So if you do have your little ones and you just want them to burn off some energy and climb and run and swing and slide, here it is. It's very big. It's a nice size. And here's us leaving out of there. They do have a show here which fills up really fast. We didn't get to see it. It's called the Untrainable Dragons Show. But we did not have time to see it because every time we would go back, it would be full. Here we are back at Celestial Park, and we got on the Constellation carousel, which was a very cute thing. I was advised to ride it in the evening, so we didn't wait until it was fully dark. But the sun is setting, as you can see, and the lights are on, and you get on there, and you can ride forward, and then it takes you backwards. You spin around and things like that. I really enjoyed it, and I don't like carousels, but I enjoyed this one. And my seat and some of these other seats can sit up to 2 people on one of the horses or whatever animal you have. And all of the animals light up. So even if you go at night, each of them have like little lights, like you're in a constellation type thing. So they really, when they did the Celestial Park portion of the universe, they really tapped into making you feel like you're kind of in space and you have that constellation. Here's back in the middle portion, and you see the hotel in the back, and I thought that was really nice. What they had. And I did also want to show, when you leave out of Epic, they have a message that's there. So if you pause it, you can read what it says. And I thought it was really, really nice. So I took a picture here. I do appreciate you guys watching it. I know it's longer than usual. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Again, a preview of Epic. And if you're watching on the 22nd, hey, they're open. Bye.